Good evening, guys. Protesters marched here from Lighthouse Beach down the street with the end goal being, for some at least, the City Council meeting tonight.
We've run the numbers, and at the end of the day, what we actually get out of this is very little.
That's Tricia Connolly, one of the organisers of today's protest in Evanston, with those gathering opposing the rebuild of Ryan Field.
What do you want? Community benefits!
Northwestern wants to revamp the stadium and add some commercial components like concerts, which the neighbours aren't happy about.
There's a lot of environmental issues here too, and there's not a lot of answers we're getting on the concerns.
On top of issues like traffic and noise, protesters say they're concerned about the city being stripped of its charm.
We like this local charm and idea, and we want to support more local established businesses rather than, a blend is the perfect balance, right? But you don't want to see an area taken over.
The university has already made a number of concessions, including dropping the number of proposed concerts to 6 annually and limiting community activities at the stadium to just 60 days of the year. Some financial commitments have been outlined as well that include $10 million directed to a technology upskill programme to help folks thrive in that field, and $500,000 annually to support public schools, accumulated through a percentage of concert ticket sales. But protesters say so much more could be offered.
They have to show an effort that it's like they're going to hear people who are impacted by this and what they think would be the best way of handling it.
The city's Chamber of Commerce also weighed in today, reaffirming their endorsement of the project, citing a recent impact study and saying the rebuild will bring new visitors, partnership opportunities and investment to Evanston at no cost to taxpayers, and frankly is a no-brainer, especially given what the city's economic impact study found, which is not surprising. We need to think about the bigger picture and the impact this project will have on future generations of residents and businesses. It would be foolish to let a privately funded gift like this pass us by, and Evanston Chamber encourages the city to approve this project. Now, this particular issue is not on the agenda for tonight's City Council meeting, but it is on the agenda for the Land Use Commission's meeting, which is tomorrow night. So we'll likely have an update on this inside the next 24 hours. Now, the university reached out to us inside the last hour or so as well, stating they are in active discussions with the city about a community benefits package, which is on top of the financial commitments already made public, and officials say they have been very forthcoming and transparent about the process. We're in Evanston. Bronagh Tumulty, WGN News.